Have you heard of the phrase fake it till you make it? Dr. Goh is one of the founding fathers alongside Lee Kuan Yew, and this man is stuff of legends. It's by no stretch to say that the modern day Singapore wouldn't exist if not for him. And in 1965, Dr. Goh pulled off a blast of such epic proportions that would forever change the course of our history. It was 1965 and Singapore had just been expelled from Malaysia. The scenes on the streets were not of jubilation but of despair. Many felt that this little island could never survive on its own. For countries like India, which gained independence with vast land, fertile soil, and a huge domestic market, or perhaps Indonesia, which is rich in oil, rubber, and timber, their independence was celebrated with hope and abundance. Ours came with nothing but fear. And here's what made things even worse. Every year, thousands of young Singaporeans were leaving school and flooding into the job market, and in just one decade, over 200,000 new workers would need jobs. Dr. Goh, our first finance minister, had a ticking time bomb on his hand and he needed to do something fast. It was then Dr. Goh had set his eyes on Jurong. To Dr. Goh, building factories and attracting foreign investments was the only way Singapore was going to solve its unemployment crisis. Sounds pretty straightforward, doesn't it? But here's the thing. While present-day Jurong is home to some of the most advanced industries in the world, for example, the Hyundai Motor Company assembles its Ioniq 5 and 6 electric cars here. The Jurong Innovation District is rising with robotics, clean tech and autonomous vehicles, shaping the factories of the future. And just down the coast, the Tuas Megaport, one of the world's largest fully automated container terminals, is being built to keep Singapore a step ahead of global competition. But back in the 1960s, Jurong was nothing but mud, mosquitoes and crocodiles. That's the last place you would think of putting a factory. When Dr. Goh announced he would pour $100 million, which was almost the entire budget of a broke young nation, into turning a swamp into an industrial estate, they called it Goh's folly. Dr. Goh pushed on against experts and his own colleagues' advice, and for a moment, it looked like the critics were right. The crown jewel of the project, the NISM, was not looking good. The NISM that was meant to be the crown jewel became a money pit and a national embarrassment. And just as it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, it did. In 1968, Britain announced it would withdraw all its troops from Singapore by 1971. Overnight, 70,000 jobs vanished along with a fifth of our economy. The crown jewel of Jurong had collapsed and now the island's largest employer was walking away. So what exactly was the bluff that Dr. Goh had played? He followed a timeless principle: fake it till you make it. Dr. Goh ordered the Economic Development Board to stage factory openings almost every single day. Sometimes it was a real factory, sometimes just groundbreaking, sometimes nothing more than a ribbon on an empty shell. On the ground, Jurong was still mud, mosquitoes and half-finished roads. But in the newspapers, it looked like Singapore was roaring into an industrial boom, and slowly, investors began to believe the story. And then the impossible happened. The world's biggest companies started pouring in. Rolei, the German camera giant, National Semiconductor and Texas Instruments, pioneers of the microchip age, and Seagate, the American titan of hard drives, were just a few of the big names that called Jurong home. For a fledgling nation, it was like rocket fuel. In a blink of an eye, tens of thousands of jobs opened up, factories buzzed, chimneys smoked, container trucks thundered down brand new roads. By all logic, Dr. Goh should have folded. The swamp was still swamped, the NISM had collapsed, and the critics circled like vultures. But Dr. Goh was no ordinary man. He was the fighter who never backed down from a fight, and like Rocky in the 11th round, bloody battered, but refusing to fall. For a moment, it looked like a folly, but in truth, it was faith and a bet on Singapore itself, and Dr. Goh made sure it paid off.